Dave, when did you realize that Blake was not going to be able to make this start and that he was having issues with his left elbow?
Found out about it yesterday during his catch play. Playing catch, threw a bullpen a few days ago, I think. And then during his catch play, just felt something in the back of his elbow and just couldn't continue.
You've had another pitcher, Edwin Diaz, have something similar. He underwent surgery to remove those loose bodies. Will Blake have to do the same?
Well, I think right now anything's on the table. We're still trying to, because obviously we had the test to determine that there were loose bodies. And so we're kind of talking through potential, what's next. I think at the end of the day, we feel confident that he's going to be back with us this year, either path. But I think right now, no definitive, process has been made, decision has been made yet.
Have you spoken what would a non-surgical route look like?
A non-surgical route would probably be some type of, rest, cortisone shot, some type of to try to the inflammation down or whatever, and kind of thing like that, and wait a little bit to see how it responds.
What's the conversation with him been like?
What's that?
After you found out, what was the conversation?
You know what? I think he is disappointed. I haven't personally talked to him. The front office has chatted with him. A couple coaches have chatted with him. I haven't talked to him, so I'm going to reach out to him today.
Is this something that's going to be like a couple months or two at least, probably?
What's that?
Will it be like a couple months at least?
Well, that's depending on how which path you take.
Factor is it the fact that he's dealt with this before? Like, how much is that forming maybe his history decision on whether or not to have surgery or anything like that?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. That's some information that's helpful for him. But at the end of the day, he's got to figure out what's best for him and make that decision. And whatever way we go, then I know we'll support it.
Are you going to continue with the 6-man rotation? And if until Tyler Last comes back, if not, what's that really going to look like?
Right now, I don't know if we have 6 candidates. So, today's a bullpen day. Yeah, so I just don't know right now. Yeah.
How much flexibility do you have to make that decision with Yamamoto, Roki needing kind of between starts?
Yeah, there's just not a. Yeah, so I think that we're prepared to do whatever we can. But I will say that the most important thing is to, keep the guys on their schedules, not try to push too much because of circumstances with the rotation, because then you're starting to compromise their health. So I think that, whether we backfill somehow or do bullpen days, we're prepared to do whatever it takes. Yeah.
Between this and like Edwin and even Tyler, is it starting to feel similar to some of like the pitching injury issues you guys have dealt with the past couple of years? And what did you learn about those situations?
It does feel like, it seems like every year we go through it. What I have learned is that we get through it. So yeah, I mean, it's never, doesn't feel great when you're in it. In spring training, we're looking at all the plethora, but in baseball, it happens all the time with pitching. So here we are.
River Ryan's pitching in Oklahoma City for the first time since coming off the IL. Is he a candidate, to maybe be here sooner than what you guys expected?
Yeah. Obviously, I think he's going 4 and 6C today. So it certainly should be on the table. Considering other options, but you just got to make sure that he gets out of this one okay, and it's got to be kind of a uniform decision that we all feel good about. But yeah, it should be on the table, but again, it's, we'll kind of see after his start tonight.
Is today just a day off for Freddie?
Yeah, just being in the middle of 13 in a row, I just felt that this was a good day to kind of sit and watch a ball game. He's been doing great. He's trended in the right direction the last couple weeks, but I still feel that it's still the right thing to just kind of give him a day in the middle of this stretch.
How do you approach those things? You're the manager, obviously doing what's best for him, but do you fire off a text where he can't push back, or how do you approach that?
I did text him a couple nights ago. He wanted to kind of revisit it last night and try to make his case, but I remained firm. He was even during the ninth inning last night still trying to convince me that he can play tonight's game. So it's been front of his mind, but I still think it's the right decision.
River wasn't really able to kind of build that foundation you talked about in spring training because of the injury, but at this point, the team need kind of, take priority over building that foundation.
No. So the possibility of him pitching for us, it's a possibility. It's still a slim possibility because the most important thing is his progression. If everyone isn't on board with that and speeding it up, then it's moot. It's not going to happen. It's a non-starter. But if the training staff feels that it's okay and you're not compromising him and the progression, then it's a conversation. But I don't know that yet.
Just changing timeline with Lots at all?
No, Tyler is still just kind of on just the flat ground, stretching it out, so it doesn't change Tyler's timeline.